Okay, this is the second time I've tried to say this, so I'm gonna try to actually keep it really short this time. Um, I'm actively learning these things. So this isn't like, oh, I've mastered these lessons and now I'm here teaching you the lesson I've mastered. This is stuff I'm currently working on. One, it is okay to be seen. It is okay to think you are worthy of being seen. It is okay to think that the thing you are showing that is being seen is good, special, powerful, a talent. It is okay. It is okay. Not only is it okay, it's necessary for you to be, and I say you, I mean me, because these are things I'm currently learning. I'm learning anything you want, when you want to go to that next level of the thing you want, in order to get there, you're going to have to be in that mindset. There's got to be this transformation that happens to you mentally where not only do you think you're worthy of the thing, but you think you're qualified. A lot of us are telling ourselves that we're underqualified, or, it's not really that great, or it's not really a big deal. I just feel like a big deal right now. And it's like, no, sweetie, no, honey. And I had to come to terms with this, with some of the more like spiritual stuff I was like sharing on the internet. I was really opening up about that and being more upfront, because at first I was so under the table and behind closed doors about it. And then when someone would ask me about it, I would really downplay it. But the reality is, and I'm using this as an example because it's a great example. There are other things in my life that this could apply to, but this is a great example, so I'm going to stick to it. You know, every now and then I'll have a client, or I'll do a reading, or I'll have a dream, or I'll have an encounter, I'll have a really amazing, powerful experience, and it's dawning on me that I've been cutting up this thing into bite-sized pieces and then watering it down, pouring water over it, and serving it to people, hoping that they'll digest it and they'll say, okay, yeah, that's food, that's good. That's essentially what I'm doing when I talk about myself in that aspect, and I downplay it and I make it less than what it is, or I try to pretend that I don't really believe in it, when the reality is, not only do I believe in it, I know it works, I know it's real, and I know it's badass and it's legitimate. And I know it because the experience is how I know it. That is my proof, the fact that it's happening before me, and I can't dispute what is right in front of me, yeah. And yeah, I gotta stop doing that. I gotta stop doing that. And that goes with anything I want to do. With anything I want to do. And I have to be in that mindset that no, I'm not gonna hide. It's okay to be seen. It's okay if someone sees. If someone notices you being good at anything, or trying anything for that matter. And it's okay to want someone to see you trying it. It's okay to say, I didn't just sign up for the talent show and sing that song. I wanted you to go to the talent show and hear me sing that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is okay. You're not any less humble or any less mannerly or fair. We're so hung up on fairness and trying to be the good guy and trying to make everyone comfortable. But growth is uncomfortable. And up-leveling yourself in any capacity with anything you're trying to do or trying to accomplish, or just trying to be better at, or trying to step into a place of ownership with. And that's another thing. It's like, you gotta own your shit, And that's something I'm learning. I'm actively learning that. I know this week a lot of people are going through a lot of changes. A lot of changes have just been happening in general this year, but especially this week. And this is kind of a turning point for us. Like, a lot of people are realizing, like, oh, my mindset not only does it need to evolve and change, it is necessary. Like, this is the necessity. I cannot go back. This is it's a change that absolutely has to happen. You have to submit to that change, There was something else. There was that about like not being afraid to be special and to be seen and to feel that way and to believe that about yourself in any capacity or with anything you're doing. Oh yeah, the other thing was like shooting too low. I used to do this thing where I would say, you know, even if I only ever have this, I'll be satisfied because then I had a piece of it and I only really want this much and da da da. Like I would have a goal and I will take a little piece, a little sample bite-sized piece of that goal, and that would be the goal. That little piece. Like if I could just have that little piece, if that's all I ever get, I'm grateful I had that. And it's beautiful to be like grateful, and it's beautiful to be in this position to sort of be like, I'm grateful for just being able to be involved in that. And like, that's true. And I feel that way. And that's still going to be relevant. But if I actually want to accomplish the goal, I have to want the whole goal. Not me being afraid of actually getting it and just settling for, well, I just want this little piece. Can I just have this little piece? No, I have to say, no, I want the whole cake. I didn't go to the bakery. You don't drive to your bakery and order a bite of cake. You order a cake, like a whole cake, and the right cake at that. Not just any cake will do. It's like, well, a cake's a cake. I'm like, no, you came there for this specific cake because it's fucking yours. Not a bite of that cake, not a bite of any cake, I'm just using that as an example, but, this is something I've really been thinking about, and I think about this full moon coming up, and a lot of people are using it as a chance to reset goals. And I think about the moon in Scorpio, I think about rebirth, I think about transformation, I think about the phoenix rising from the ashes, I think about the eagle that soars high, because in other myths and legends around that sign, it's not just scorpions and vengefulness and secrets. It's also this idea of death and rebirth and transformation and having an epic up-leveling in your life, and this idea of time cycling through, and you always have a chance to come back anew and to come back bigger, badder, and like stronger. And it's happening the night of the 7th, but the 8th is a new day, and the 8th, numbers 8 represents rebirth, new beginnings, transformations. Scorpio's in the 8th house. Pluto just went retrograde. All these things, all these synchronicities are lining up, and I can't help but think that now is the time to put aside this idea that it's okay to hide and to just sit in our little hole and not be great. If you think you're great, you're great.